When you see this headline, it seems like some sort of joke, made just for the sake of getting a reaction out of people. However, this headline is very real. Barred owls are a native species in the United States, and not only that, but are also a fan favorite of birders and nature lovers alike for their soulful eyes and general mystique. So for what reason would anyone possibly want these owls to be killed? As it turns out, it's a case of wanting to eliminate one species to try and save another. Meet the spotted owl, a species that actually looks extremely similar to the barred owl. As a whole, spotted owls are a species of high conservation concern, ranking of 15 out of 20 on the Continental Concern score. Their population consists of 3 subspecies: the northern, which reside from northern California to southeastern Canada, the California, which lives in central and southern California, and the Mexican, that can be found in Mexico, along with parts of Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. The northern subspecies in particular has been on a serious decline in recent decades, and one of the leading causes is the barred owl. Barred owls are native to the eastern United States, but in the 1900s they began expanding west. Eventually, they reached the part of the country already occupied by the northern spotted owl, but that didn't stop them from continuing their spread across the country. Barred owls are larger and more aggressive than spotted owls. This leads to barred owls often displacing spotted owls from their usual habitats and interrupting their nesting efforts. In part because of the barred owl's westward incursion, spotted owl populations have had an overall decline somewhere between 35% and a whopping 80%. For wildlife biologists and conservationists, the writing was on the wall. Something needed to be done to save the northern spotted owl. At first, U.S. Fish and Wildlife experimented with removing barred owls from select areas that spotted owls also inhabited. The result was very positive for spotted owls in those areas, as their decline ceased. Since these experiments seemed to indicate a possible solution, a larger scale operation was proposed. If finalized and approved, organizations, tribes, and even landowners could obtain permits to hunt these owls. As one would imagine, people are extremely mixed on whether the barred owl call is a good thing or a bad thing. The killing of any animal, especially a large captivating bird native to the country, is certainly an unpleasant one. Additionally, it's possible that people could actually end up mistakenly shooting the similar looking spotted owl that they're doing this to protect. Proponents of the call recognize the importance of saving the spotted owl, and firmly believe these measures will succeed in doing so. Probably the best way to sum it up is what Executive Director of Bird Conservation Oregon Bob Salinger had to say to the Seattle Times. Are we going to do more harm than good? Do we really want a bunch of people in the woods shooting at what are otherwise protected birds? I do put the highest priority on preventing extinction, and there is science that shows us that this is probably necessary, but this is really a no-win, awful situation we created for ourselves. It is appalling we have to consider these kinds of measures, and incredibly sad. Only time will tell how this story will play out, but until then, it will be a hotly contested issue in the world of birds and bird conservation. What do you think about the barred owl call? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.